Well, hello. Looks like I'm live. I'm alive. I am. So, anyway, I don't know if, yeah. Ooh, let's see what that says. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I tried to make the sunset. Here, Kitty, is a picture. This is like trees in winter. You can't see that as much, I think. But this I made, I think, a year ago. I was looking at the trees outside kind of at twilight. Now I'm trying to make one for the sunset today. Was really great. And I'm going to wear this tomorrow. This is a sweater I made in high school. 1982. Anyway, it still fits. And I'll just put it over my, a different something. But yeah, the kids are all hyped up for Valentine's Day. So I don't know if people are coming in looking for love readings or what. But here we are. Here we are. Yeah. And I've been learning this deck, but it has like different court cards. Like the King of Roots is the same as the King of Roots. See, I have to think harder if I do this one. But I'm having fun with it. It's so pretty. Yeah, I know. Okay, Roots must be swords. No, axes or swords. Anyways, I have to think too hard. It doesn't come to me right away like it is. So, anyway, you must have enjoyed the beautiful sunset too, or sunrise. Ugh, and I broke part of my microphone, so hopefully it just stands up. And here we are. Okay, don't know if I've got anybody here. Oh, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hi. Sorry, I wasn't reading my chat. Bad Bunny and uh-oh. Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner up over. Okay. I'm just getting no right now. I'm just sure. I'll take a peek. And I'll use this deck. This is like a collectible deck, but I think I don't know. All right, we'll just take a peek. Let's take a couple of cards. Ask about Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner. If they'll ever hook up again. I don't know why I say no. I know they were an item for a little while. And I don't care. Believe me, this is not, I think more about politics than I do. Yeah, somehow the chat wasn't going up for me. So, all right, Bad Bunny, Kendall Jenner. Is this a thing? See, she's got these two kids. And I know she's got plenty of help, but I just think would be harder for him. He'll want his own. Hello, a lot of people here. So I'll just do a couple quick looks at it. And anybody else, drop your question in the chat. I'm just doing a quick, someone asked if Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner are ever gonna, yeah, I don't see it myself, but it doesn't matter. What do I? All right, Bad Bunny, Kendall Jenner. All right. I think I did that 3 times. I don't know. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Gosh, I think I got this with him before. Oh, she's the only one without kids. Oh, thanks. So, yeah, no, then I'm thinking of the sister. Right. Okay, and maybe she doesn't want him. Yeah, let's look at this. Page of Wands. This is communication. There may be some communication, but yeah. This is also children, but I think he would want it, and she doesn't have kids. Okay, thanks for that clarification. I'd have to look it all up if I'm ever doing it. The Star, there's always hope, I think, on her end. I think she would like to. I think they could be great friends. That's kind of what I'm seeing with it. Sure, I will. So at the bottom here, I'm getting the 8 of Swords, feeling tied up. I just looking inside. Well, it's a possibility because inside is the Ace of Cups, and this is a love card. So you never know. I'd have to look a little more carefully, but I think no for now. So maybe in time. Okay, sure. Okay, so who is asking for? All right, so Maddie, do you just want a general? General. If you want love, I'm going to use my very collectible hoi polloi deck where we looked at Bad Bunny and Kendall, the one without kids. Thanks for that clarification. So just let me know. Do you want a general thing? Because this deck is all tuned up. This is more like everyday and stuff. But the hoi polloi, I like to try and use it. It's up to you. Okay. All right. Well, let's take this one. I haven't used it yet tonight. So, give you a couple cards and see what we can find. We had a beautiful day here. Yeah, we'll get some general message, whatever message wants to come through for you, Maddie. Are you a student? Studying something? I get numbers. I don't know. Numbers like accounting. Somebody maybe was an accountant around you. All right, messages for Maddie. I'm not that great with numbers. You're welcome. And I've got some celebrity readings somebody asked about, and so I'm going to try and do those this weekend so I can look at it a little more carefully. All right, Maddie, what do your guides want you to know? All right, we're gonna cut it. What do your guides, angels, what would they like you to know, Maddie? All right, and one more cut. Keep my wits here. What guides and angels like you to know? Okay, 2 of coins. Yeah, 2 of coins. So this could be in the past position. Maybe you're juggling up your finances and looking at what you've got. A lot of people are going through that right now. But it's a beautiful card right in the middle. I love this one. That's my favorite card, is patience and hope. See how she's balanced on land and on water. She's pouring those cups back and forth. So if you are worried about money or your financial situation, it's saying, hang on, it's going to be all right. Things will be better than you can think. Coming up in the future, you have some kind of victory. The 6 of Rods is a victory card. So I got the feeling you were in school, or if you're going to go back to school, maybe you were looking at money, if you have enough for that. In time, you might be able to do that if that's what you're thinking about. But you have a nice victory. Oh, again tonight, we have the Star of Hope. Right on the bottom, you've got these 2 beautiful angels. Okay, cover her a little. She's not really that naked. Again, see how she's balancing on land and water? So a lot of messages about just being patient and balanced, and lots of hope, lots of good hope. That's what's at the foundation of it, like saying, you need to just hang in there. You've got victory coming for whatever it is you're trying to do. And I'm going to look inside. Again, interesting. This pairs with this one. Decisions about which way to go. Should I do this or should I do that? But if she took her blinders off, she knows what to do. But you've got lots of good things coming. It looks like some nice victory. And, you have decisions to make, but just use your intuition, or, well, not just your intuition, no. Do what's right for you, but I think it's going to be all right. I think you could go back to school and be successful in that. Yeah, I'll try and do that a little more. Maybe I'll even try and do one where I just show my hands and I'll do a whole Celtic cross spread, but those are always so long. So anyway, I hope that resonated for you, and if it did, that's fine. I'll post it up later, and you can, like right after this, and then you can take a look at those cards and see what works or what made sense for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So Maddie, are you a student? Are you studying something? I don't know why I thought, of numbers and accounting, but maybe that's just something else. I don't know. All right. Anybody else here? We've got shy people. Oh, ask a question and answer sticker. Plants have feelings? Of course they do. There's this tree right outside my school, and the kids are grabbing this branch. And it's like, I'm telling the kids, stop grabbing that branch. It's hurting the tree. It doesn't like that. Yeah, the karmic star of hope at the base is a great thing to see. That means a lot of good things there. Yay. Okay, nobody else right now. Huh. Kitty, we used to get so many people in the chat, and now it's like they're just shy and away. Oh, they're all out with Valentine's or something, right? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, we used to have like a lot more that would come in, and it's all right. It is what it is. If you have a question, you want to see something, drop it in the chat. This is also a really pretty one, this neon. This is one I use a lot for celebrities, but somebody asked about Bad Bunny and Kendall, and so I use the hoi polloi, which is a fun one. Yeah. Well, we'll wait and see whatever anybody else might ask. Come on in. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Yeah. Just gonna tune this one up a little bit. Anybody else? If you couldn't tell, I'd love for them to get back together. Oh, okay. And so that's what's interesting. When I look at celebrities, I have no, it's like whatever. It's whatever. Yeah. I think the hardest part when you look at Kardashians, that family is kind of hands-on. The mom is. So I think that's where it gets a little difficult if you're pretty much in control of what you want to do, and then, but maybe Kendall would be different. I don't know. I never watched one of their shows, really. I never did. Yeah, Bad Bunny's got a lot of good things coming up for him. I looked at him before, just kind of alone. Oh, hi! Here's a mom with a tarot deck. She's got a nice channel. You should go and subscribe to her. I see you. Yeah, you made it here. You said you would try and make it. So here you are. Yeah, usually we have a few more in the chat. Well, I was gone for a while in January and was kind of sick, so. I like to have fun with this. You know, it's got to be fun. If it's not fun, then what's the purpose? But yeah, just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Do you want me to look at something, do a general reading for you, Mom with a tarot deck? Or you want to just chat away? Yeah. I was talking with someone else in here. I've started to do a few more celebrity readings, which is always interesting because when people ask questions about who they want me to look at, yeah, I will. I don't really care like about these people. I don't know them. Well, who does know them? But I haven't followed them. I don't wish one thing or another. I can be more neutral. With politics, it's different. And now since it's just been such a rough month, January, in my state of Minnesota, I just kind of took a break from it. So, all right, Mom with the tarot deck. All right, I'll use my Rider Waite for you. Just a general take a look at it. Is that what you'd like? Yeah, I will. Yeah, I was just handling this one. I have this deck too, the hoi polloi. This is a collectible deck. I love it though. It's so pretty. So, all right. And my chat wasn't moving. Okay, your cat. All right, I'll call you Cat. Yeah, all right. We'll do this one. Just give a general, see what the messages are. Yeah, I watched you one night. You were somebody who had been missing. Yeah, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, of course. A young person goes missing, but I don't know. The world is something. All right, Miss Cat. Do a general for you. General look at the cards. See what comes up. Yeah, Kitty is my chat monitor. I've been encouraging her to try and do a live, because you can now. You can if you want to. All right, so for Cat, what kind of messages would come through for you? All right. All right, what's the message? What is the message that's coming up here for you? This is so nice. This is the second time I saw it tonight. Victory. So the 6 of Rods. So your channel is growing. That's really great. And you're happy, and that's a victorious feeling. So, and in the middle, well, maybe there's a lot going on in your mind. So the 5 of Rods. See how this is going around and around, and nothing is getting solved. It's, you know, another rod with ideas, but sometimes I feel like this is just also like too much. Like you might be having a lot of different ideas and thoughts, and which is going to work and how's it going to be and stuff like that. But you've already been, you already have victory. So when I see this, sometimes I just feel like it's overthinking too. It isn't really necessarily big conflict. It's more like too much thinking. Oh, there you go. Ace of Wands. So this new start with the channel, just keep it going, keep it growing. Try not to overthink it. Try not to get too worried and stuff. This is for me too. I can worry. I could have had a PhD in worry. But this is great. So it's saying keep going with that. Keep doing it. That's wonderful. All right. At the bottom, I knew this card would come for you. The High Priestess. Isn't she wonderful? So that's, using your intuition, growing that intuition. I write down my dreams every morning and try and look back at them, and they don't make any sense, but that's a way to grow your intuition. It is. I'm trying to do a little bit with, like, this is the scrying thing, but that's just me. I don't know. So anyway, keep on any way you feel you can, whatever works for you, to keep growing your intuition, because it's going really well. I'm looking in the middle of the deck. I don't know what that's for, but the 10 of Swords, so some kind of ending or loss or something that helped you start your channel or your intuition or whatever, but it's buried in there. It's maybe just something that ended. But I'll take the card next to it too, which is the 6. I love this cup. 6 of Cups, some nostalgia. I don't know. But I wouldn't worry about that, It just means some anxiety probably ended and you came back to some better times. So things are going well. Grow your intuition, keep up with your ideas in your channel, and it will all go the way it wants to. And I'll post this up and you can take a look at those cards and see what it resonates for you. These don't post right away. I do these lives through YouTube. I'm not using, what is that other one? StreamYard. I could, I guess, but it was just more complicated, so. Oh, well, the victory card. That was in the past, though. So, yeah, all right. So the Ace of Rods could be a yes to that. That's potential. Yeah, and you've been disappointed. That's what the 10 is before, the stress, maybe, where it didn't work out. But let me just clarify with this deck. No, I'm going to use this one. I'll just pull a card from here. So the Ace of Rods can be yes for fertility. All right. I'm just going to just do a little clarifier on this. Yeah. I don't really do, this is the way I do personal readings, Hakeem. So I just do them here. Not paid. I don't know. I don't know how to set that up. So you ask your question here, and it's kind of it's like the group therapy mentality of it. Oh, okay. So I'm just doing a clarifier for you on that. So in time, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. That's the happy family, and there's the dogs and the kids. See, the kids are way back there in the corner. So, yes to that cat. That's a yes. And then I just don't know when. Tarot's terrible at times. So, anyway, yeah, these are personal readings. So, if you have a question and you'd like me to take a look at it, yeah, that is a yay. So, when I know what you wanted to know, then yeah. So if you have a question or if you just want something general, I can do that. I just enjoy that. Yeah, I don't know how to set it up I'm a little scared to take money. I've done it before, yeah, with personal readings, but somebody's disappointed. See, when it's free, it's like, Izzy's feelings towards me currently. Okay. All right, Hakeem the Dream. I'm going to use this deck because this is the one I'm using for love. So what is Izzy thinking about? Hi, Trinity. Welcome here. Welcome here. And I'm going to shake it out, whatever I had in there. Yeah, we're just doing some fun personal readings. And I just have to show everybody this. I made this when I was in high school. I'm wearing it to school tomorrow. I work at school. And then I have this here for the love. All right. Now focus, Jennifer, focus. Izzy's feelings. Hakeem the Dream. You haven't been in contact with her for a while. Let's see. Izzy. Well, Izzy, what is she thinking about? What does Izzy think of Hakeem? Maybe you should try and pick up the phone. It's so much easier nowadays. Back in the 80s, when we didn't have cell phones, you just had to wait for someone to call, get a message, and then answering machines. Anyway, so Hakeem, Izzy, what is she thinking? Is she young? Is she pretty young? Because everybody looks young to me. Yeah, Hakeem, what does Izzy think of you? What is she thinking about? She might have I don't know. Let's see. All right. I don't know if that one's upside down. Yeah, I'm going to put it there. What does Izzy think? Maybe she's just got a real bright personality. Sure, Trinity. I'll do you next. I stay for about 30 minutes. I know that's kind of short, but I get tired after a while. So Hakeem, Izzy. I think she's just got she's got a like attractive personality. Okay, what is Izzy thinking about? Hakeem wants to know. Izzy, what are your feelings? Well, I think she's probably interested, but I think she's maybe got other people talking to her too. All right, Izzy, what are you thinking about in terms of Hakeem? Let's see what it says. This is the Chariot. So if you would call her, I think you'd be successful. Because this is things could move forward quickly. But she's, like I said, maybe she's, put your question down. Maybe she's talking to some other people. But I think if you call and show your interest, that would, turn her head, so to speak. So this is also like a victory card, success. Let's look at the middle. What is she thinking? Wheel of Fortune means, well, it's a lucky card in many ways, so things can change. So if you haven't heard from her, you could hear from her, but I think you need to make the move. That's what I'm feeling. Make the move. Otherwise, other people are chatting her up. So give a call. Yeah. Man, it's the third time tonight I've seen this card, the Six of Wands. You'll be successful if you call her. Yeah, I think she would be interested. I'm seeing that. I am. Okay. All right, let's look at the bottom. Oh, this is sweet. Four of Wands. This is like celebrations and fun. I think she's a fun person. Give her a call. John and Catherine. Okay, give her a call because, I mean, next to it, I got to cover them, is this card, the Lovers. Oh, I mean, I think there's interest there, at least on your part, but I think her too. Okay, you know what? I'm not even, well, I'll look in the middle, but I don't even feel like I have to. Yeah. Well, it doesn't help me that much with this. In the middle is the Tower. I don't know if you had some kind of argument or something busted up, or she busted up with somebody else. I don't know. But that may be why you haven't heard from her. She might have gotten, I don't know. But I would say call her. You make that move, okay? Because I think it would go in a good direction. That's my opinion. And like I said, I'll post it up. All right, Trinity. What is the future do you see for John and Catherine? Okay. Is that love? We'll use this one again then. Sure. You're welcome. I hope I gave you a little encouragement there. And like I said, you can take a look at that. All right. This will be the last one I'll do, and then I'll do a oracle card for the collective here. All right. So Trinity, the future for John and Catherine. I'm going to use this deck, but somehow I feel like maybe I'll use this to clarify. I'm going to pull this back over here. Okay, because I don't feel like that reading got shook out of there. All right. Future for John and Catherine. You're welcome. Welcome, welcome. And if you ever do a live, I could try and help you, Cat. Like be a chat monitor. All right, if you just do it through the YouTube. All right, future for John and Catherine. Nice group tonight. Thanks for being here. We had a few trolls the other night come in and start saying weird things. All right, John and Catherine. What do the cards want to say for them? Maybe happiness. I don't know. All right, I'm going to cut it one more time. I mean, shuffle it. Takes me time. All right, what do we want to know for John and Kat? Oh, well, this wanted to fall out, and it did. Two of Cups, so that's a love card. All right, now I will cut the rest for John and Catherine. What can we know? All right, what can we see coming for them? And one more card. Yeah. What about John and Catherine? Okay, so this fell out. This really wanted to come out. So the Two of Cups. This is certainly courtship. Ooh, and happiness. So the Sun is right in the middle. Looks like it would be really a nice, or if they're together, it's good. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, my bedtime coming too. Okay. All right. Up here next, the Page of Swords. This could be youth and children. This page is really very smart, logical, using all of their things about them. I don't know if they have kids or not, but I'm going to take one more card just to see what that one wants to say. I don't know why this is here out in the cold. Oh, gosh. So here it's starting with this courtship, and it's happy. Something might happen, and it might not be as happy. They might end up not together. Okay. I don't know. It might, you never know. But let's look at the bottom. Six of Pentacles at the base. This is generosity, helpful toward one another. For some reason, this makes me feel like it's the families that might fight about them being together. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's just something that came up. Because here again, you have loveliness, you have generosity, you have enough pentacles going on and everything. You have what's good, and maybe they could just make a go of it. I don't somehow I get the feeling it's families that would be a little difficult. But here they are, sharing what they have, and they may just, the card next to that is success, again, a celebration, like this Two of Cups. Let me look inside the deck and see what it's gonna say. Yeah, well, it's saying they should just persevere if something happens with arguments, but to persevere, and maybe things are gonna be all right. Okay, so, and the card next to that one was success, the Chariot, things moving forward. But they might have some bumps in the road. Like I said, I was just kind of intuiting families might be cranky with them. So there. Okay, wow, thanks for the thumbs and all that. That's great. Okay, looks like I'm kind of caught up. I'll post it and you can take a look at it. Let's do an oracle card from the Prism. Got Prism Oracle, and this is just for the collective. Yeah, you're welcome, Trinity. I hope that resonates. I don't know. So this is all like different colors and everything, and I just take one card, and I've got them all finally portioned out in my book here. So, all right. Let's see what is the card for the collective tonight. Thank you for being here. The collective reading. Yeah, I love using this deck for that purpose. There's different ways to read with it, but this is the way I'm using it. Okay, just did a little cut. Okay, the card is yellow and it says caution. Caution. Okay. Here. So, I'll tell you about yellow, what it says in the book. It says it's the most polarizing of all colors. It's been associated with the sun, gold, divinity, positivity, self-esteem, and at the same time it correlates to illness, cowardice. Yellow is connected to the solar plexus energy. This energy sits over the stomach, which is often thought of as the second brain, and it helps control our moods and that kind of thing. So that's just a little about the color of yellow. Yeah, it can be like gold and wonderful and sun, and also associated with illness. So, caution. This is a card. This card is a signal not to rush things. It asks you to slow down and listen to your inner voice. If something doesn't feel right about the situation that you're in, ask questions and honor your intuition. Proceed with care. That's good to know. Don't rush. I sometimes do rush into things. Not relationships. I don't do that, but just to be careful. Like if somebody offers you something that's too good to be true, well, be careful. Or if it doesn't feel right. So caution. Let us use caution in our week ahead of us. All right. Thanks for being here. I'll go and post this up, and you can take a look at it and see what you saw, what resonates. And maybe next week we'll be back again doing this again. So, yeah, have a good week. And remember, caution. Don't rush around. Don't rush into things. Okay, bye for now.